Hey guys, it's V from Grit and Glamour. Happy 2016 again. I think this is like my second video of the year. And it's one that a few people have asked me to do, even though I feel like it's kind of like I have not really that much new to report. But it is going to be a walkthrough of my 2016 agenda setup. And as most of you know, I use the Louis Vuitton Agenda GM agenda, which I absolutely love. It's like the end all be all for me. Don't need anything else, don't want anything else. So I'm going to walk you through it. And instead of doing the usual thing where I flip and do like the camera angle over the top, I just prefer, like, I really love shooting video like this where I'm just like talking to my computer and don't have to worry about bumping the camera and anyway, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we'll get started. So I'll open up and show you the inside. Opening it up, I have just some note paper here from Tiffany. I might need to change this angle a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's better. Okay, note paper, and then over here I have a clear flyleaf that I use to protect my dividers, the top page divider, which is from Tiffany. All my dividers are from Tiffany, and I can link to that below. Anyway, so I have that on the front. It's the Murakami hands, which also is the LV, but also happens to be my initials, which are VL. And then in the next page, I just have printed, like, there's some stickers on the back of the divider, and I printed this image from Google Images, and just below I've put like my name and this agenda belongs to, and like my contact information, just in case it should go missing. And then let's see here. I have a to-do section. So trying to find the right angle, you guys, for the lighting. I want to shoot now because a winter storm's coming and then it's going to be super dark in my house and it won't be any good to shoot at all. So I'm sure you don't want to see up my nose too. So there's a to-do section. And I have printed just an illustration from Megan Hess that I found, in Google Images. I don't make these. I don't sell these. If you want to find them, you can Google like Louis Vuitton illustrations or drawings, and you'll probably like come across some of Megan Hess's really awesome work. All right, and then in here, I'm going to skip the first page. And the to-do section is where I keep like my shopping list. So like that's a shopping list, and like a planner supplies that I need to get list, and vlog ideas, blog ideas, yada, yada, yada. And then I just have some extra paper in there. Next section is a new section. It is the leisure section, which I decided to change out. Like, instead of having all of my stuff under notes or to do, like, I wanted leisure specifically because I wanted a place to manage my list of books that I want to read, and like restaurants that I want to go to, or traveling I want to do. So that's that. And all those letters in the dividers are like sparkly, I'm trying to see it, sparkly raised sticker letters, which I love. And then there's just a sticker on the front. And then the back of that is some more stickers on the divider. And then a to-do list of books that I want to read. I've already started. I had this list from last year, and what I've done is taken out all the 2015 list of books I wanted to read and archived it with all my papers from 2015, because you don't need to be carrying that around. I crossed a bunch of them off last year. Then this page, I just have it to do entertainment and travel. Like, there's just, some places I want to go, or some restaurants I want to try, and I've just clipped in one. Has happy hour locally, oysters and the half shell, and I'm all about the oysters, so it's paper clipped in there with a Kate Spade paper clip. And then the rest is just blank pages, so I can have them there when I need them. The next section is notes. And there's a really cute sticker of a Speedy on the front of there. And when you flip in, there are a bunch of stickers on the back of my divider. And then on this side is a page I created for myself, and it just says birthdays and anniversaries, and I have a printed list of all my favorite people's birthdays and anniversaries that I can refer to throughout the year. And it continues on the back. And then I have a bookmark here because I actually have a printed page of my magazine subscriptions, and I keep track of them because sometimes they go missing, or I can't remember when my subscription ends. So whenever I get the magazine in, I just write the date that I got it down. And then sometimes when it feels like it's a long time to the next one, I look and I go, oh, well, it came toward the end of the month. So it's probably going to come toward the end of the month, like this month. So that's why I have the bookmark here, is because it allows me to sort of find my place in there easily, make my notes, and get out. Then I have like allergy medication dosages for my dog, for Miss Macy. Just some notes stuck on a piece of paper, sticky notes stuck on paper. Like a health screening report. It's got like my cholesterol, which I need to work on a little bit. Even though it's good, I need to do a little bit better this year on that. Too much bacon, maybe? Don't know. Next section is projects, and I love this section. It's like my little filing cabinet of stuff other than Pinterest. Like Pinterest is where I put my ideas that I want to do maybe in my house or whatever, but projects is where I actually like log my paint chips and like the tile we actually use. Like we just redid my closet and put beautiful tile down, and that's where I have this tracked. So I also have my freelance work in here. So like, and there's a page with like my paint chips. The washi is from Target. It's this really cute light pink, gold, and black and white leopard. I love it. And then there's just more paint chips and notes about where they are in my house. Another one, and then I think if you read my blog, you saw my bathroom remodel that we did, and that's just notes that I had taken about the pieces that, where I got them from and how much they were, just for future reference. And then like we were working on the master bedroom closet remodel, so I had my measurements here, and then the actual shopping list that we had for Home Depot, and just made some notes about like the tile that we used and how much the whole project cost us, because we're going to run the same tile into our master bathroom. So I have that in there, and then that way I can refer to it when I need to get to it, which is going to be soon. Then I have a list. These are Filofax form pages. They're just to-do lists, and they're just simple. And I always have a pink little spot put with my highlighter that I check, and I put it in the box because it like makes it visually more easy for me to see if something has been checked or if something hasn't. So I have a list like that's bedrooms, and then I have like a bathrooms list, and just a basic home projects list. Then I have a note about like if I'm going to redo my office space, and I have measurements there in case I need to purchase like stuff from the Container Store, so know the heights and the lengths and all that of my desk, which is unfortunately is so not glam. It's like in my laundry room. There's like a desk and cabinets built into the wall, so everyone's like, we want to see your space. I'm like, it's ugly, and and the background is like a washing machine and dryer. Anyway, these are my notes to myself on maybe trying to make that a better situation, which I doubt is going to happen. Anyway, and then, more home projects, miscellaneous things I want to get done. Oh, and then I have like a massive list of, I need to order some more of this paper. I love this paper. It's like our shared monogram with my husband, and it's antlers on it because, as you can see, that's Alfie behind me. We love antlers and deer and horns and all that, but we're not hunters, and we don't kill them ourselves. Anyway, so I have a running list of like 60 something things that we've done on home improvements, because we've done so much like in the last couple years, and that's that. Next section is new. It is recipes, and I've been wanting this for a long time because I was keeping, again, the recipes in the notes. Everything was in the notes. It was just too much in the notes section. And these are recipes. I have most of my recipes on Pinterest, but these are recipes I make all the time, and I hate in the middle of making the recipe, like having to keep push the button so the recipe stays up on my iPad or something. So I just have them here. Like this is a Greek one I make all the time, and my nephew loves it, for Yuvad. And I've just got the washi on the side to sort of hold it and keep it from falling apart on the rings, since I use these so much. So I have a few of those. And then like on the bag, I like to say like when I made it, and if I had a dinner party, who was there. It's just kind of like combining memories with my recipes. I've got lemon sauce, you know, I mean, critical things for a Greek nikokira. If you're Greek, you know what I'm talking about, girl. Anyway, marinade, like, and this was a form I made myself, Vani's moussaka. I have like this hybrid recipe that I made, and out of, anyway, you know, and then like my dad gave me his recipe for bechamel sauce, which is really important when you make moussaka or pasticcio. Anyway, low country boil, love me a low country boil, love it. So I have the, you know, the recipe there, and on the back I have the several times I made it over last summer. Whoops, here. And who was there? It's fun. Shrimp and grits. We got a little bit of Southern, a little bit of Greek. That's how I roll. Anyway, that's the recipe section. Next is style. And let's see. I have another Megan Hess printed illustration in here. It's so cute. One of her ones that feature Louis Vuitton stuff. And in this section, I have just, you know, like magazine clippings or looks that I really like. I used to do a lot more of the magazine clipping, not so much now. I have like my 2016 Louis Vuitton wish list. Something you've seen before and I've shared in my Facebook group, which is Louis Vuitton Agenda Love. I'll put a link below. This is a printable that I made using stationery that I got from Tiffany, but it is an authentication guide that is printed, and it has all information about date codes and exactly where I found that information for identifying and authenticating Louis Vuitton items. Then I have a Louis Vuitton collection form that I made, which I also made available in my Facebook group. And that just has my personal collection, which was pretty much all acquired last year, which is impressive. Only one thing acquired in 2013. And then my clay I got in 2014. Then everything else was last year. So keeping track. And it's helpful because I have like the date code of the item, when I purchased it, where I purchased it, and how much I paid. So it's good, and it's handy to have your date codes there written once. You don't have to like peel back the, you know, like the pockets and stuff in your agenda trying to remember exactly what the date code is and when it was made. For example, this agenda GM, made in France, 1998. Awesome, isn't it? And I haven't owned it since 98, and it's just good. Now we're up to the monthly section. And oh, I love this. I saw this print on Etsy, and I just printed a copy of it. But you can order a print of this like Louis multicolor noir gun. So love it. I just printed a copy. And then I have my calendar. This is my month at a view. And I use, because I especially love Tiffany's pages for 2016. I'm stuck here. I have a bookmark. I keep one side clipped, like we're about to flip over into February. So I keep one side clipped, paper clipped, and then I have the bookmark. And I have these little payday stickers from CSV that I love on my paydays. And I'll link the video below where you can see sort of where I go through what most of these pages actually look like for 2016. So you can check that video out. Then I have daily. And another Megan Hess printed illustration. And it has some loose receipts here I need to put in my tax work. I have I'm not going to go too close on this. I have my activities checklist that I use to manage my finances. And again, I'll link that below. And then I'm lucky that I do have a GM ruler from Louis. They're holding my place for today. And I'm going to flip over to another page that doesn't have too much in it, just so I can show you. I'm using right now as a daily page CSV's daily A5 undated pages. They come in a pack of 60 pages, which is obviously for 2 months. They're printed front and back, and they are, in a word, fantastic. Fantastic. So much so that I emailed her and I was like, Vanessa, are you going to actually print the date on these one day and sell them printed? And she's like, no, unfortunately I'm not. I'm like, dang, because I love them, but I don't know. I'm like really torn about having to like write down the dates for the whole year, even if it's a couple months at a time. But I don't know. The paper is so luxurious. Let me find a page that has a little bit of writing. So like this one has a little bit of writing on it, and this one does too. And you look on the back of that page, there's absolutely no shadowing, and this is using one of my favorite thickest pens, which is the Bic Zebra Z4. It's a 0.7 millimeter, but it actually comes out pretty thick and it doesn't bleed. It's one of my favorite pens. I know I have this one on here. It has a Pilot G2 refill. It's a Pilot Metropolitan, and everyone's got one now, but it's not my favorite pen, and I don't use it that much. It's kind of for show. I'll use it like when I'm out, but anyway. That is the daily pages. Vanessa, I wish you would make these printed, but I'm still contemplating getting them, even though they're $11 each pack for 60 sheets. So for the rest of the year, I'd spend like $40 or $50, which is quite a lot, when I can get the whole Filofax for like $30. But then again, Filofax pages are like the thinnest pages in the world, and I don't love that about them. Moving on to the work section. And by the way, I keep 2 months worth of daily pages in my planner, so I can see ahead. I have this month and I have next month. I don't believe in like going too far ahead. It's this weird jinxie thing with me, even though I'm a planner. Like I don't like to plan like too far ahead. Anyway, work section. I made myself a form. My company reimburses me for my internet costs because I work from home, and that's how I track it. I've created my own form. They also reimburse my gym membership to a degree, which is super awesome. And I have like just the back of that is just a simple table that I use to manage that, because everything is submitted through different stuff and different times, and it's hard to keep track. Then I just have some notes for work here. This was an old divider that I think, I don't remember if it said, I don't remember what it said on it. Oh, it said 2015 on it. And I just took the numbers off, and I used the back sort of to keep the paper off of my last bit of stuff, which is just some card holders here with some stuff in them. And then I have like my stickers from CSV and from some Louis ones from Tiffany White in there. Then I have back here just like, you know, some cards and extra paper clips and like stamps and stuff. And then in the back, this was from CSV. It just says beauty, and it's like the beautiful marble look. And I just have it in the back pocket again, and I've said in my last video before, to keep this from getting worse, since I accidentally had that pushed in one time when I was writing, and I made a nice big dent in the agenda, which doesn't really matter. It's the back, and it's the agenda it's meant to be used. So then I have just paper back here, because it actually helps keep the rings from, like, if you look up close, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see, but it keeps, I have it kind of out, it keeps the rings from indenting in the back of my agenda like that. And the reason why I have it in the back is because my agenda mostly stays open on my desk. So it doesn't, like, all the weight, I don't know. It seems to be more the weight. It doesn't happen in the front as much for whatever reason. I don't know. Anyway, blah, 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 rambling on. I managed to make a whole 20-minute long video without stopping, and I think I will do that now. I hope that was helpful. I will link to the stuff below. I hope you guys are well. Let me know what else you might want to see in terms of a video. People have asked me for a Louis Vuitton collection, but honestly, I find those videos dreadfully boring. Like, I just fast forward, like, when I'm watching other people's, I just dot, and see if there's anything in there I want to see that they're talking about, and most of the time I just don't, like, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. So let me know what you guys want to see in a future video, and I will see you soon. Bye!